Big T, you want to race? Get the fucking pad out.
Yeah, yeah, he should be on the pad. Mercedes, Big C races. Why is Alfie not joining the party if he's in the lobby? Oh, I think Big C's gonna stream.
He is.
Is he?
Yeah, I think he is.
He started up his stream. Oh, I know. He's gonna stay at the party and get fucking on-track reaction, isn't he?
I don't know, Lordy, do you want to maybe get a Jeff?
Lickle, why don't you be Jeff for all of us?
Nah, I don't know. Enough way just asking for someone to share play.
He likes watching the race on SharePlay.
Is your connection good enough to share play?
Mine
There is.
He does it every Sunday.
Why is Alfie being a sweat and not joining the party?
Yeah, hello, good evening everyone, and welcome to the PSGL FP stream for round 10 here in Austria. And we've been joined by some guests for a few interviews before the race. So let's start off with the man who has a man of the moment, Greeny FC. Greeny, are you there?
Oh, I'm here.
Yeah, Greeny, you're in the Williams tonight. Now, what are you expecting from the Williams? You know, you've been put in the slowest car, so people must rate you very highly nowadays.
No, I think it's garbage, to be honest. I think I'll be lucky to get points, but I'm going to win, because it's FP.
Yeah, and you know, Greeny, you've had a lot of success in FP over the years. You know, you challenged Prime Ash Best on F1 2017. You know, it's you know, you love FP, but maybe, you know, I don't know what I'm on about. You love FP, don't you, Greeny? You just love it. You know, you love the work AMS does for this league.
I just want to remind people that I'm the only person to challenge Prime Ash Best. You know, we had the same car virtually every single race. That man did not get taken out by Mr. Grumpy in Baku, did not have Gerura in Monaco destroying his wing, and that was the only reason he won the title. Absolute travesty.
Yeah, I do agree profusely. And look, we'll move on to Lordy. Lordy, are you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Lordy, obviously, you know, you've been heavily criticised in recent weeks by some of the elder statesmen of the community. The likes of Mr. Grumpy and Flying Frame have been very critical of your driving, and that's why, you know, you've got a penalty for this race, I do believe. A 15-second time penalty.
Yeah.
And how do you respond to these critiques? You know, these people criticising, you know, really questioning your future on the site.
Do I have to keep it PG or?
Please, it's not even 8 PM.
Alright. I don't know. If you talk the talk, walk the walk yourself. You know, Mr. Grumpy especially, you criticise me, but you crash out every week, so you can't really criticise other people when you're part of the problem. But yeah, Italy, I proved that I can race cleanly. I had a nice battle with Rome at Monza and got a 4th place for my troubles, so I can prove that I can race, and people like Mr. Grumpy can't prove that they can race cleanly and are always dwindling at the back of the grid, whatever league they're in. Even FP, he gets Red Bulls most weeks and he still can't get a points finish. So, rubbish.
Okay, and obviously, Lordy, let's look a bit more positive. Obviously, you got your penalty, but you know, you're in the Haas. It's a good car, good straight line speed. You must be hopeful of actually finishing, you know, right up there on track. But obviously, the penalty probably will drop you down.
No, it feels like a dog, to be honest. Did one practice session and it just understeers like a profanity word. You can filter, add there, whatever you want. Yeah, hopefully I can have a nice clean race. Hopefully I can make up for the mistakes I made last week. Well, one mistake on Jamie, so apologies to him for last week.
Lovely. Well, obviously the time is approaching towards 8 o'clock, so good luck to everyone who's actually racing, and hopefully we can enjoy together. So yeah, good luck everyone who is racing. Yeah, good luck, good luck. I hope that's that. That's that. So I'm just going to make a new party for me. There we go. Back again for a bit of PSGL commentary. Unfortunately, our normal commentators, Twanach and Swen the Men, are out having a bit of dinner. Because it's actually Swen the Men's birthday, so happy birthday to Swen the Men. So we'll quickly go through the standings once I can find them. Luckily they're actually on the Discord for a change. So Abiodun leads the way on 76 points. So Abiodun in the Toro Rosso. Then we have AMS on 73 points. Who's in, what's he in? The Renault. So a very strong car there for AMS once again for himself. Lucky him. We've got Bugatti also in a Toro Rosso. So yeah, it's Abiodun on 76. AMS on 73, and Tom AJ on 72. So a real three-way fight for the title with Greeny FC on 52 in the Williams alongside Ash Best. So yeah, Austria hopefully will be a good event. And unfortunately, Lickle's very busy, Callum. So I'm alone. I'm alone, nobody here beside me. So I don't know what we're waiting for. But anyway, let's just go through the allocation one. Mercedes for Sutton Duo, Callum Anderson, the great Callum Anderson in the Ferrari alongside Boomer, Ponyshown and Dino in the Red Bull, AMS and Grabe in the Renault, Flying From and Lordy in the Haas, Mesclas in the McLaren with Mr. Grumpy absent, Jamie in the Racing Point, while Tom's at the pub. Alfa Romeo for Ushin, Bugatti and Abiodun in the Toro, and Greeny and Ashbest in the Williams. So there we have it. We're just waiting for the qualifying to get underway. But unfortunately, you know, last minute commentary arrangements, I had no choice. AMS just forced me online. So here we are. So yeah, the strategy around it is either soft medium or medium soft. And we're just waiting on PTRL Kelvin to join the lobby, as he's going to make his PSGL debut any minute. So yeah, 36 laps of the Red Bull Ring, short track through the zones, but we saw in F2 and in F1 the races can be pretty entertaining. If anyone's got any questions, go ahead. Otherwise, we'll just wait for the final guy. Hopefully, it is a dry race, but we'll see. Somebody hurry up! Hurry up, please! Hurry up! Just hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! And looks like we're finally readying up for qualifying in Austria. Alas. I'll have to adopt the Matt Romano style commentary this evening. See how that goes down. Less is more, as I was once told. So, we'll soon find out. So 18-minute qualifying session of the Austria, a very short circuit, so easily 4 qualifying runs on the softest tyres. On F2 yesterday we saw 5 guys set times within a thousandth of a second between each other, so maybe there'll be a repeat of that today, because how short the track is. Just 8 proper corners. Times will be very tight. I'm not sure how much slower it will be. Maybe the 1 minute 4s, 1 minute 5s will be in. Obviously performance car is Formula Performance, so it's realistic cars, with Mercedes being the fastest and the Williams being the slowest. The Williams about 1.5, 1.6 seconds off the pace. So, will it be a dry quali or wet race? Who knows? So here we go, 80 minutes qualifying. Overcast conditions, maybe rain is on its way. So 17 drivers, I'd say some of the household names of the FP crew, like so Dino, AMS, Jamie, Greeny. Obviously Bugatti, who took a sensational win last time out in F2 around this very circuit. So I think Alfie's going to be the main man to watch, to be honest, in that Toro. So a strong car and a very talented, aggressive young driver. So, and it's going to be Abiodun currently fighting for the title, the first man to take to the circuit on the soft tyres. I might turn the engine up slightly. Audio had a bit lower yesterday for the F1 League, and if I'm not as energetic. I'm tired. Tired of commentating. But that's what I got to do as director. Get on with it. Do what I can for the community. So let's see what Abiodun can do in the Toro. So currently on lap, obviously. And he already's into the grass and into the gravel for Abiodun, so not a great start to proceedings for the young German. And obviously, gravel on the tyres as he's about to start a qualifying lap. Anyone else like Jamie's out there pushing on the pad. Use your wheel user. Callum Anderson, one to watch certainly in that lovely scarlet red Ferrari. But we're going to go on board with Abiodun for the first lap of the session here in Spielberg. Clouds golf the Red Bull ring, but it's going to be Abiodun in the Toro Rosso AlphaTauri from next season through turn 1, and he's already oversteering and has messed up the lap. Easily lost a 10th there through turn 1. Up the hill, DRS wide open. This counts as a corner for some bizarre reason, but it's just a flat out little kink into the heavy braking zone, into second gear, straight into car up on throttle early as he accelerates once again as the car undulates through the middle sector of that downhill. Slightly off camber corner, easy to lock up the front right, as Abiodun does indeed. Into now probably the best part of the circuit, the really high speed section. Got to hold on and not run too wide. Clips the curb, turns in nicely and does run slightly wide. So a little bit of understeer in Abiodun's car. The first lap of the day. Track's a little bit cold, track's not too rubbered in. Struggling a little bit to get the car in. So now through the high speed section, a real good section, a very tricky section of the lap. You can easily run wide, possible it as you're on a quick effort. Easy to invalidate, as I just said. So through the final corner, what can Abiodun do in the Toro Rosso? This is a 5.7 for Abiodun, so not too shabby from the German. Let's we'll try and find someone else. As Callum Anderson has had big problems there with Pornish Town, so disaster for Pornish Town as Callum Anderson, the young man, always involved in carnage, always involved in incidents, and he's involved in yet another incident. This time Pornish Town also, who seems to be always involved in incidents as well, to be fair, crashing into Callum Anderson, who lost the car and Callum picks up an unfortunate grid penalty. So disaster there for the Ferrari driver. Let's see what Mescas can do, the other F6 driver in the McLaren Renault. So yeah, through the final corner, takes a lot of curve there, but a good suspension from the McLaren. So what can Mescas do in the McLaren Renault? And it's P2 for Mescas, just 3/10 off the pace set by Abiodun. So let's go on board with Ash Best in the Williams. What can he do? Is P2 on a 6.0, so very tight as expected. Anyone else at the end of the lap? And it's Boomer, Boomer. What can he do in the Ferrari? Is it pole? No, it's not, but it's a 5.7 for Boomer. So yeah, time's very close. 3/10 between the top four. Next up, who's next up? Out there on a lap. Let's watch Greeny NFC in the Williams, the Rocket Williams. A very popular car by drivers this game for some reason. Maybe it's delivery, or it's how it feels on equal cars. Yeah, so let's see how the Williams goes through this middle section. You know, a lot of understeer. There's no downforce or purchase from this car. Can't really get the tyres in the right operating window. So what can Greeny do in the white Williams? Through the final corner, a lot of understeer there, but yeah, Greeny hanging on as much as he can through the final corner. Fossil as early as he can. So what can Greeny do? Can he take pole position here in Austria? And it's third for Greeny on a 5.8. So a strong effort there from Greeny, to be fair, to be 2/10 ahead of an F1 driver, as Frome goes second on a 5.7. Next up, Zordy MK in the Haas. One of the most experienced drivers around. What can he do in the Haas? Will it be pole position for Lordy? And it is indeed Lordy MK, the man currently under so much criticism and scrutiny by some of the elder statesmen of the community, on provisional pole position for Haas. So Gunter Steiner will be delighted with that lap, and it's a good effort. Now on board with Bugatti in the purple and red Toro Rosso. Alfie won F2 yesterday evening, so certainly one of the favourites. Certainly my tip for the victory in the Toro Rosso. So let's see what Alfie Ollie can do. Riding on board him through the tricky middle sector, and this is a 45.1 from Alfie in the middle sector. Straightens the car up nicely, very smooth, very nice. Alfie's certainly aggressive when it comes to wheel tour, but driving by himself is just a lovely smooth wrist action on the pad. So what can Alfie do? Final set slightly wide there, I thought, on entry, but decently applying the throttle. So what can Alfie do in the Toro Rosso? And it is pole position by a mammoth, 4/10 of a second. So Alfie really, as I predicted, taking the lead by storm in this Toro Rosso. A very quick car and a very quick driver. Next up, who's at the end of a lap? Ushin. Let's see what Ushin's up to in the Alfa Romeo. Ushin usually races F3 on a wheel, but his wheel's been sent for repair, so he's on a pad. So let's see what Ushin can do. Not really used to driving on a pad, but let's give him a bit of airtime, a bit of encouragement. So DRS wide open for Ushin, the young Irishman. So downhill. He's really struggling to keep it straight on the straights. Reminiscent of JP Greenwood in his prime. So let's see how tackles this tough section of road. Yeah, not really using up all the track. A lot of track use there, but on entry, very disappointing. So he's about 1.3 seconds down on Alfie. He's probably going to lose about half a second to 7/10 in the final part of that. So he's going to be about 2 seconds off, which isn't too bad considering. He's on the harder tyre, but yeah, really struggling to get the turn in. I'm pretty sure that's invalidated for Ushin McGee, as his fans call him Ushi. So yeah, Ushi goes, invalidates as expected. So anyone else watch? Maybe a bit of AMS. What can AMS do? Is that a bit of rain, or is it a bit of haze? I'm not sure. But what AMS can do, it's P10 on the mediums for AMS. Sutty's next up in the Mercedes. All over the place in the final sector, I've got to say. All over the place on the Silver Arrow. What can he do? And he goes second. He was all over the place, but still goes second. Very impressive from Sutty there in the Mercedes-Benz. Avio Jones on a lap. Anyone else? Ash Best? No. AMS, Ushin. Callum Anderson. Let's see what Callum Anderson can do. 45.1 in the middle sector, but he's messed it up slightly there. And we've lost the Ferrari. Oh, there's the Ferrari. And it's good to see Obi-Wan in the chat. Hello, Mark. So let's see what Callum Anderson can do in the Ferrari. All over the place in the final sector. And it is actually quite a good lap considering it looked like a mess. So Callum Anderson certainly has pole position in his grasp. Anyone else out on a lap? Abiodun's messed up. Let's see what Ash Best can do in the Williams. And yes, Mark, I did watch the recent Star Wars recently, but yeah, I am a fan. I've watched all the films, so yeah. I have to say the new one was a little bit disappointing, and I didn't make sense of it, but as a film, it wasn't too bad. But in the grand scheme of things of Star Wars, yeah, a little bit disappointing. All the Palpatine stuff, a bit random, but anyway, what can Ash Best do through the final corner? Sorry, I was a bit distracted. Ash Best improves by 2/10 and stays 8th on a 5.8. Anyone else worth watching? Callum Anderson certainly's got pole in him, but he can't really get the lap in. Maybe a bit of Lordy MK. Let's see what Lordy MK can do. He's got a 15-second time penalty after smashing into Jamie last time out. So, you know, he's got his work cut out, but Lordy certainly will be out there to enjoy himself and really just shut the haters up. And he's about 10th and a half up in the middle sector. Car number 21. The black and that's the normal Haskell. So through the penultimate corner, and he decides to pit. So maybe a validation there from Lordy. So a bit of a shame there for him. What about Flying Throne? What's he up to? The old man through turn 1. Let's see how he tackles it. Not too shabby there from Throne. Let's see if anyone else towards the end of their lap. Yeah, Boomer. Let's see what Boomer can do. Currently P6 on a 5.774. So yeah, I think Boomer in this Ferrari could be one to watch. Callum Anderson as well. Showed some good pace in F6 recently. Some good results for the podiums. So what can Boomer do? And it's P6. He loses a little bit of time in that final sector. So not the best there from Boomer. So Jamie next up. Half a second up in the middle sector. Now through the final sector to the line. What can Jamie do in the racing point? And it's a 5.9 for Jamie. P9 for Jamie. But look at the times. From Lordy up to Jamie, or down to Jamie. Really, really tight as expected round Spielberg. Drew Hofin currently on the hards. Stays 12th. Oh, Flying Throne. Flying Throne. Oh, Flying Throne messes up the final sector and remains in P5. Keeping more with the greenie. He is on a lap at the minute. 7 minutes of the session to go, so a lot of laps still to come. Let's take a little sip of water. So Greeny through the final sector, runs a little bit wide there. Sometimes you get away with it, sometimes you don't. So what can Greeny do in the Williams? And it did count, and he improved by 200ths there. So no position gain there for Greeny, but P7 and P8 for the Williams, Joe. Mess Class next up on a lap. Understeering like crazy there, and he's down slightly, so I'll quickly... Let's go on with Callum Anderson. He's got a car capable of pole position, he's got the speed, but he does make a lot of mistakes. So it's a 16.1 in the first sector for Callum Anderson, car number 69 for Honda Par, as he used to be known as. DRS wide open. Now through the tricky... Quite easy to lock up with no ABS, but Cam does run ABS. Yeah, and Jamie says his DRS broke as soon as he crossed the line, so not ideal there for Jamie. He's currently in P10. I think Jamie will be hoping maybe for a P11 slot and do the contra strategy. So you need about a low 45 in the middle sector for pole, and he's got a low 45 from Callum Anderson. So Callum Anderson is pushing hard, and he's currently on for provisional pole position here in Austria. So let's see how he tackles this final sector. He's messed up it twice now. Is it going to be a third time for Callum? No, it looked good. A little bit hesitant on throttle there, but can Callum Anderson take pole position in the Ferrari? He does indeed. It's a 5.1 for Callum Anderson, who's on provisional pole position. So Callum makes the most of that Ferrari power to take pole off Bugatti. Next up, Lordy, 2/10 up. He's on a good lap. He's on a hottie. What can Lordy do in the beautiful Rich Energy Haas car? Jackson Jones on the back. A little bit of traffic there, which leave him unsighted. But Gustin goes into the pits just in time. So Lordy takes the final corner beautifully there, full of confidence. Lordy MK to the line, and it's P4 for Lordy. He did lose a little bit of time, but I don't think he ever was going to get Sutty or Bugatti there. Abiodun's next up, and he's 3/10 up in the middle sector. So Abiodun is about to smash a few positions, I think. He could be on for pole. No, it's P4 for Abiodun on 5.3. And hello to Op Lossing in the chat. So hello, I don't know if you're racing PSGL or whatever, but hello. Thanks for joining us this evening. So, anyone worth watching? No, Ashbest not a lap. Maybe a bit of AMS. The man fighting for his third PSGL FP Championship. How long can this man go on corrupting the car allocations to suit him and Tom AJ? That's what I wonder. So yeah, AMS DRS Open in the Renault. Looking a beautiful helmet which suits the Renault very nice. It reminds me of Jolyon Palmer. So yeah, AMS really struggling on this game compared to previous games. After 2017 he was able to get a couple of podiums and really challenge towards the front in F1, but dropped down in 2018 in terms of pace, and obviously in 2019 he's in F3, sort of third in the championship, but more of a point scorer rather than a title threat in F3 nowadays. So I don't know how long AMS can go on, but he sort of enjoys his FP, you know, his baby, his FP. So AMS through the final corner. What can AMS do in the Renault? And it's P8 for AMS on a 5.8. So we've got yellow flags for someone, and it doesn't seem to be anyone. So we'll stay on board with Booba. So let's see what Boomer can do in the Ferrari. Callum Anderson on pole. Boomer typically in previous seasons had a bit more pace than Callum, but I think recently Callum's really improved, and yeah, dreadful braking there from Boomer, really struggling to get slowed down, braking too late. Obviously the glowy racing line just not showing up on his screen, maybe, I don't know. But a bit strange there. AMS though is 2 tenths up, but he's got barely any airs. So but 2 tenths can get him up to P6, so AMS may complete the lap or may decide to box. I'm not too sure. Okay, he decides to box, so maybe he's got a 4th set of tyres he can use. Let's see what Boomer's done. Boomer is done. I don't know if anyone actually is on a lap at the minute. We've got, I think, Dre Bay. Yep, Jamie's done. Jay Bray and Mesclas. So let's see what Mesclas can do. Mesclas can do in the McLaren. Has got Honda Pole currently on provisional pole. Honda Pole, aka Callum Anderson, of course. So at Mesclas in the McLaren is currently a 10th up, but a 10th can mean everything. If this 10th can pull up to P6, Mesclas, that's how tight it is at the minute. The Mesclas using the overtake button, chucks the car in. Hold your neck, hold your breath. Chuck it in again for the final corner. Don't take up too much curve, don't run too wide, and get on the throttle as early as possible. So Mesclas to the line, and it is a 5.8 for the McLaren. So we're into the business end of the session, the final runs. So it's going to be a juicy end. Dre Bay next up in the Renault, looking to improve his fortunes, putting down in P13, and it is a 5. Oh, what a lap from Dre Bay out of nowhere. 5.7 puts some P6. So a good lap there from Dre. But there's a lot of drivers yet to do their final runs, including that man Greeny FC, Jamie going again, Shirofin, Bushin. They're all good. I'm looking for someone who's maybe a bit high, who could challenge for pole. Maybe Lordy MK. Lordy MK could challenge for pole position here. He's got on a 5.5, so he needs a few tenths, but I think he can do it. And he can do it. He's a 10th up. This is the final sector. I think he bottled it slightly on his last lap, so watch out for Lordy MK. I think P3 is probably what he's looking for here. Needs a little bit more time. Chucks it in beautifully. Aggressive on the limit. So what can Lordy MK do? The most experienced driver on the grid at the minute. And it's P2 for Lordy MK out of nowhere. I thought it was going to be 3rd for Lordy, but it's P2 on a 5.223 there. So an amazing up there for Lordy. Really, really impressive. Sutty's a 10th up. Let's see what Abiodun can do. No, let's not see Abiodun. He's messed up. Flying Throne maybe. Let's see what Flying Throne can do. The old veteran Flying Throne. These camera angles aren't great, so Flying Throne through the fast corner. He loves his understeers. Flying Throne. Green's out. Flying Throne improves but invalidates it. Sorry, I need to find someone. Anyone worth watching? Callum? Bugatti. I think Bugatti's the man. Actually, Sutty first and Bugatti. Yeah, Sutty's the man. He's 2 tenths up. Sutty can do it here. Sutty can take pole position for Mercedes here at Spielberg. We've got no Red Bull on pole at the home circuit, but we'll always see Sutty DCFC, and he's chucked it in. He's just look at that from Sutty. Oh, he was pushing hard. He was on for pole, and he bottled it there. So Sutty was on for pole and just couldn't get the car in. A little bit too pointy was his car. So what can Bugatti do? The man who won F2 yesterday, and he's bottled it as well. He's done it to the Danny caveat. He's done a caveat. Callum Anderson, maybe. Callum, anyone else? No, I think Callum's the one to watch. He's a little bit down. But Callum looks to have pole position done and dusted here. So yeah, Callum and Dino actually. No, Dino looks done as well. So can Callum Anderson extend his advantage over the rest in the Scuderia Ferrari? So Callum Anderson improves, and it's a 5-0 for Callum Anderson. So Callum Anderson on pole position for the Austrian Grand Prix ahead of Lordy MK. So a great lap there. Good to see the Ferrari power really working well in Spielberg. You know, that those long straights really suiting the best power unit on the grid. So it's Callum on pole from F6 ahead of Lordy MK from F4. Bugatti third. Susi will be one to watch as well. Got good pace in fourth. I mean, you're doing fifth ahead of Grey Bay. Oh yeah, and obviously I forgot about it. Callum Anderson actually has his penalty. So it's going to be Lordy MK starting from pole position. And to be fair, maybe his penalty was fairly justified, given that he ruined Portage Town's section. So it's going to be Lordy on pole ahead of Bugatti, Sutty, Abiodun, Drebe. Then it'll be Callum Anderson in 6th, flying from 7th, Boom at 8th, S-Class, then AMS. Greeny, Ash, Jamie, Duo, Ushin, Portage Town, and Dino will all get free tyre choice. So yeah, it was a collision with Pornish Town. So it means Honda Park, Callum Anderson will start P6. So yeah, interesting to see. But I think I'm going to go for Bugatti for the win. I think he'll be the main one to watch. And we'll see after. I think after that it's going to be quite wide open for the podium spots. I think Callum could come through, but he does get involved in collisions. So see. Look quick, but he looked fragile, and obviously Lordy's got his 15-second time penalty, so it'll be very hard for Lordy to, you know, stay on the podium given the small difference and gaps between drivers. So hopefully there's no restart and we don't waste as much time as we did in F1. So drivers preparing their strategies. Their tyre selections, and obviously making sure their front wings are in the right position. So hopefully everything goes to plan. So let's see the tyre selections, and it is medium tyres for Greeny, Ash, Jamie, Juho and Pornish Town, and then sauce for Machine and Dano. So yeah, Bugatti for the win. Abiodun in 2nd, and I'm going to go for Greeny for 3rd. That's my bold prediction, Greeny for 3rd on the Honda strategy. Yeah, hello, hello CC Brian. Yeah, CC Brian, I am Connor. I'm a new commentator for the PlayStation Gaming Leagues. As you would see you in the chat, CC Brian. CC Brian. So it'll be Lordy leading the pack away ahead of Bugatti, Sutty, Abiodun and Drebe. Cam Anderson got pole but had his penalty. And Lordy really warming those tyres. Look at that movement, really warming it up. Thank you, Gaming Honeymondo. So yeah, drivers warming their tyres up as they take to the grid for the 10th time this season. After this will be Singapore, the streets of Singapore. Then it'll be to the high speed figure of 8 circuit up Suzuka. Then we'll be finishing in Mexico City for the Mexican Grand Prix at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez circuit for the season finale, where hopefully we will have a 3-way title fight between Tom AJ, Abiodun and AMS. So that'll be in 3 weeks time. So then we'll have the Racing Champions event, which we'll be announcing and confirming very soon. So it's going to be 36 laps of Spielberg here for the Austrian Grand Prix at the Red Bull Ring in Formula Performance. We have green flags waving. We will have the 5 red lights as I got everything in position. It's going to be the veteran Lordy MK leading from the front for Haas. Can Lordy take the win? Even though it's got a penalty, it's going to be lights out. I know that way they go. So here we go in Austria. Lordy with a very strong stop there from pole position. Regatti slots into second. Sutti into third. Abiodun fourth. Ahead of Trey Bay in fifth. Cam Anderson remains in sixth. So a great start there from the pole man, Lordy MK. Let's see what Sutti can do. He's got the Mercedes power unit. Can he pressurise Bugatti into turn 3? Would he look to make a move up the inside? Brakes late, but Bugatti brakes later. Let's see how the midfield's getting on further behind. Sutti very slow on the apex there, which has allowed Trey Bay just to get ahead of Abiodun there. So side-by-side action between Trey Bay and Abiodun. So far so good, so far so clean between the grids. So yeah, Dre Bay up the inside of Abiodun there, clean racing up and down the grid. It's good to see, no wings lost. Let's see, Greeny up to P10, watch out for Greeny on the contra strategy. Ushing up to P11 on the pad, let's see what he can do. Up the inside of Ash Best round the outside. Ushing on the inside, Ash Best goes slightly wide, watch out for Jamie just behind as well. But yeah, Ash Best maintains the gap, maintains the position rather, and is up to P11. So let's go on board with who's looking juicy. It's this man, Bugatti. Alfie and Lordy, very good friends as well, so it could get quite heated in their party if these two guys are battling with the race lead. But on lap 2 of 36, it's Lordy MK leading the Grand Prix. So yeah, Alfie looks faster than a minute, and he's going to look to make a move on his good friend Lordy for the lead of the Grand Prix. Let's go on by with Bugatti into turn 3. Lordy goes defensive round the outside from Bugatti. Lordy's going to brake very late. Is he going to brake too late? No, he doesn't. He just lets him through, and Lordy just relinquishes the position very quickly there. So yeah, not weak defence there from Lordy, but Bugatti looks to have the pace. And I did say, watch out, Bugatti's going to win. I think we've had a bit of action further down. Yeah, we have indeed. It's Pornichan, Mesclassen, Joe Finn, all in F6 actually. So it's a shame to see those guys struggling. But let's go more with Abiodun. Abiodun really pressurising Trebe into this corner here. And yeah, maintains their position. And yeah, I agree, CC Brain having Alfie in the party is never a good thing, and he's already got 6 tenths off. So let's go on board with Callum Anderson. Callum Anderson, where is he? There he is. Just trying to find me bearings. What about this man? Where is he? Where's me, man? Dino. Dino looking to make a move on Jamie up the inside. Jamie all out of sorts through this corner. Keep on board with Dino. He's one of the more aggressive drivers around, and Jamie's struggling on those medium tyres. So yeah, I knew something was going to happen. I just had a feeling in my waters. So what can Dino do up into turn 1? Up the inside into turn 1's always brave. And always naive. So let's find someone else. Callum Anderson. Oh, a bit late there from Callum. Then he smashes into the back of the Torossa there. Nearly the end of Callum's race. Really pressurised by the experience flying from him. Who's now actually under threat by AMS, who they're very good friends as well. So things are settling down at the front. 4 attempts between Lordy and Bugatti. If I was Lordy, just stick with Alfie. Just follow him and stay in his DRS. Okay, so Sutti, Drebe in 4th, Abiodun in 5th. Look at this midfield. Abiodun, Chrome, Callum Anderson, AMS, Boomer. They're all close and tight. So that's what you want. Close, clean racing. And I think it will certainly be hotting up. As soon as Abiodun or someone makes a mistake, we'll see, you know, some real big, juicy battles. And we've got actually yellow flags in Sector 3 for some reason. I'm not sure why, but I don't care, because Abiodun's down the inside of Dre Bain to turn 1. Let's keep it on board. Oh, a little bit of running wide. That Callum Anderson's going to have the run. He's got the Ferrari horsepower, so he's going to look to make the move on both of them up into turn 3. Callum Anderson has to make the moves, has to get the moves done and make them stick as we go into turn 3. Callum Anderson looking to make a move round the outside of Abiodun, but cannot get it done. And now he took Bay coming back at him, but obviously the running power not good enough compared to the low drag Ferrari powered Works Ferrari, but Drape up the inside. Callum maybe there's a bit decent there, very strange. As we've got yellow flags for some reason. I'm not sure, but the Williams are dueling and it's Ash Best ahead of Greeny. Up the inside. Oh, let's go back on Warbury Drape. And Drape sitting behind, so a lot of midfield action. A bit too hard to keep up with it all, to be honest. I'm struggling to have enough breath to keep on talking already, and I'm not sure who's struggling. Oh yes, I can see who's struggling. It's Sutty. Sutty can't drive in this final sector. So Abiodun up the inside, about 5:36. Bad camera there, and he's up the inside and gets the job done. So Abiodun gets the job done. Now it's time for Callum Anderson to get the job done, and he needs to just be a bit more careful, a bit more smart with where he's pacing his Ferrari, because Sutty is struggling a lot, and he just has to get the move done and dusted. So Callum Anderson breaks late. He's brave, and he's up to 4th place. So a crucial move there for Callum. He's certainly got the pace. He's got the talent, as we just saw right there. So maybe to make a move on Abiodun now. Yeah, Ferrari power's just mad. It's mad. Round the outside, Callum Anderson. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy there for Callum. Up to 3rd now. Oh, bit of dueling going on. Flying from and Grave. Two of the elder statesmen of the league. And it's Grave up to 6th. Flying from 7th. So those guys were battling for position. Of course, P8 for AMS Boomer at 9th and Ashbest 10th. And Greeny's really struggling out there. I'm not sure what's happened. I expect him to go well. He doesn't have the pace. He doesn't have the race pace. The Greeny of old is back, maybe. Race pace isn't quite there anymore. But the quality pace was quite strong. So on board with Flying from currently 3/10 behind Grebe. That's 6 of 36. Actually, let's go on board with Lordy MK. He's got his Urs. And he's got the pace, so maybe we'll be seeing a battle at the front. It's going to be Lordy MK down the inside of Bugatti. And Lordy leads the Austrian Grand Prix. A very sensible manoeuvre there as Bugatti does the up and under there to get the switch back and the better traction. Will Bugatti look to make the move now on Lordy MK? And he is indeed. He's using the overtake. He's using the Urs. He's using that Honda power unit. And he's up the inside and leads again here in Spielberg. So a great duel going on. And it's not going to be a great duel if these guys battle too much. Callum Anderson and Abiodun will close in with this pack behind the likes of Callum, Abiodun, Sutty, Dre, Frome, AMS and Boomer. So they've got to be careful because there's also a few tenths there battling. So yeah, Bugatti leads the way, Lordy and in P2. And we've got 30 laps to go. So a lot of action, a lot of racing. And I won't rule out any of those guys. And we've got Sutty off. Sutty's off. Sutty's off. He's looks all over the place today. And Sutty... A bit of a bad error. I think I made an error there back in season 22 in F1. So it's a shame there for Sutty that it's gone down the drain for him. So on board with Flying Throwing up the inside into turn 1. Respects given from Trey Bay, side by side action. Flying Throwing using Duress, using the airs, and up the inside and gets the move done. So Flying Through up to 5th, but the Renault will look to do the up and under. No, quite a poor run and turn there from Dre Bay, so not ideal for him. So what else is going on? Maybe a bit of Greeny. No, not much going on here. So yeah, things settling down a little bit, but some good midfield duels going on, which is what you want. So we've got Sutty in, who damaged his wing after that little spin. So let's stay on board with AMS, on board with him. To see them through the snake section. Some great camera angles, seeing these cars really tackle the high speed, tricky final sector of AMS. Picks up a time penalty already, and he's made a bit of a mistake actually picking up that time penalty. So a bit of a disaster there for the veteran. So we'll stay with Boomot as AMS actually has a bit of oversteer on exit, but doesn't lose too much time. So that's good. So it's gone more with Lordy, who's closing in, took us 2 tenths behind. So yeah, Lordy's been quite sensible with his nitro. I don't know if he's got the pace in Alfie, but he is saving his airs, and they're being quite sensible together, which is good to see. You know, this is what the likes of Blizzard and Louis would be doing, saving their airs, being tactical, being smart, just sitting in. But you've got to be careful, because if you're sitting too much, you lose time. Because, you know, who's not losing time? This man, Callum Anderson. He's gaining on the top 2. So the top 2 have to be careful, because at the minute, Callum Anderson is dragging Abiodun along. So Alfie and Lordy do need to pick up the pace and start using some of their airs, because Callum and Abby Odin are using airs. These two guys aren't, so there's all well and good saving airs, but when Callum's catching a half a second a lap, then you know there's issues. So yeah, Callum Anderson is just cutting the gap massively at the minute. So Lordy has to pick up the pace, as does Bugatti. You know, they are working together a little bit, but there's no point working together if you're just losing time to drivers behind. You gotta, you know, push, use a bit more. So Lordy picking up the pace 3 on the airs, 3 for Alfie as well. So yeah, it makes sense. But if I was Lordy, maybe just make a move and try and break the gap and get the gap. So yeah, Lordy 6 behind again. Anything going on further behind, baby? Gray Base staying behind. Frame AMS, Boomer, Ash, Jamie, Greeny, Machine doing quite a good job to be fair on the pad, considering. Ponish down as well, down Dino as well. Disasters for the Red Bulls at the home Grand Prix. So extra soundboard with Lordy. See how this battle in the front develops. So yeah, through turn 1, both taking it very nicely. There 1.4 seconds is the gap between Callum and Lordy for 2nd and 3rd place. Lap 10 of 36. The pit stop window is going to be opening very soon. And Lordy there could have made a move, but he decided to just back out slightly and just take it easy. Obviously Lordy's got his time penalty while Bugatti has no time penalty. Lordy's got 15 seconds to be added on to his race time after killing Jamie into turn 1 as Bugatti makes a small mistake there. Obviously tyres are going to be wearing out and it'll be the pit stop window very shortly. So if I was Lordy, I'd look to make the move next lap, to be honest, because he's getting held up a treat at the minute. When you're like a tenth, 2 tenths, 3 tenths behind another driver, you're getting held up a real treat. And yeah, Callum Anderson is just gaining loads of time, so Lordy has to make the move on the next lap. Before, if I was Lordy, just make the move on the next lap and use all the airs and pit maybe. I don't know. That's what I'd be looking to do, just make the move, because Alfie is really holding him up at the minute. Yeah, Alfie is really holding him up. Really holding him up. And there's a bit of lag there, I think. Was there a bit of lag? I think there was. Alfie made a small mistake there. He did indeed. Alfie did make a mistake, which has allowed Callum and Abby Odin to catch up. So crucial error, and Lordy has to make the overtake now. Lordy has to make the overtake because Alfie is struggling. So this could get really fruity. So yeah, on board with Lordy boy. Around the outside and gets the job done. Alfie sits in. Callum Anderson behind with Abby Odin also. So it's time for Lordy to use his airs to push hard, because the pit stop window is coming up very shortly. And watch out for Callum Anderson. Callum Anderson as well will be one to watch a lot of airs, and this fry power will make him very strong in the overtaking department. So there's only 1 sec, guys. I just want to check the Arsenal score. Oh, David Luiz has been sent off. Wonderful. Fucking wonderful. Wonderful. I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I do like Arsenal. Out of the top teams. Not Leicester are our top team now, but I hope. Anyway, lap 11, lap 12 of 36. Lordy leads the way. Callum sitting in behind. The pit stop window will be coming up very shortly in the next few laps, so Lordy did the right thing to overtake. Bit of dueling going on between Boomer and Greeny. So this is what Boomer can do up the inside maybe of Greeny. Yeah, aggressive there from the F6 driver. Greeny will be fuming by Boomer, but Boomer doesn't have the traction in that Ferrari. Excuse me, sorry. I'm missing a bit of action, I think. Yeah, I am. Sorry. Jamie and AMS. Oh, AMS up the inside with Jamie there, as Jamie does the up and under on AMS. AMS schooled there a little bit, but AMS back up the inside. And he gets the job done, but Jamie does the cut back, but doesn't have the traction or grip. So let's move on to the top guys. Who's going to blink first in terms of pitting? No one. No one. Not even Abby Odin. No, they all stay out. So let's go on board with Conda Park, Callum Anderson. Is he going to be close enough? Not quite. as we've got AMS in the pits. And to be honest, all this battling at the front and all this jazz, I wouldn't rule out Ash Best from a podium actually. I said Greeny at the Williams duo, but I think Ash Best on the Contra strategy could be one to watch. So staying on board with Alfie, bit of a poor traction there, but a great exit there from Callum Anderson. Bad camera angle there, so Callum Anderson doesn't want to make a move. He could make a move if he wanted to, but he's just sitting in, being responsible in that Ferrari. I mean, he's got the pace, but he can't really use it. He's got more hours than everyone, so Callum's doing a good job. But yeah, these guys are really struggling for pace. Because Ash Best is only 6 seconds off the lead on the medium tyres. So I think Ash Best will maybe a podium if it happens. The same thing as yesterday happens. So yeah, Ash Best, Lordy and Bugatti all pit. So who will pick up a time penalty, I wonder? Because it does happen. And none of them do, like the big boys. So it's good news, pit stops all around. Will Callum get held, is the question, by anyone? No, he won't. So great stuff there from the Ferrari boys. Disaster for Toro Rosso, disaster, a sticky wheel nut. No, it wasn't a sticky wheel nut, it's a bit of lag. Thankfully for Alfie there, so I thought it was a bit of a sticky wheel nut. But he got away with it, so it's going to be push, push, push now. As I've missed a bit of dueling going on between Greeny and Jamie as I was watching the leaders pit. So let's see what Greeny and Jamie are up to. Obviously these guys are battling for track position, but then have 2 seconds behind Ash Best, who's also on the mediums. So Ash Best in a great position to go on those soft tyres and really challenge the top drivers at the end of the Grand Prix. Yeah. I don't know if Greeny's got a bit of damage because he made a mistake or the Williams is that bad through the corners. We get Abiodun pits from the lead of Grand Prix, Flying Throne pits and Trey Bay pits. Let's go back on the intervals then to see if there's any duels going on. We'll assemble with Cam Anderson. To see where Abiodun. Where's Abiodun? Here's Abiodun. There is Abiodun, and he's lost time. As expected, but he's got a lot of pressure on the tyres. Yeah, if I was on Callum, I'd look to make a move now. Yeah, that bad mistake there from Lordy. So a good defensive manoeuvre there from Lordy. Callum couldn't really get the purchase, but yeah, Lordy's struggling a little bit there. A little bit of a mistake, but he can just settle down and get back into Alfie's DRS and just sit in. So, what else is going on? Anything? Greeny again, maybe? Yeah, Greeny it is. Let's see what Greeny can do. Jamie goes defensive. I don't see why you defend into turn one, to be honest. Yeah, I don't see the point of defending. Just compromises your own line, and if they got the inside, then they just compromise their own line anyway. So the outside line is the best line to defend, but Jamie's doing a good job, to be fair to him. Obviously that force in the racing point's got good straight line speed compared to the draggy lack of downforce Williams car. So keeping on board with Greeny LFC, can he make the move? He's losing the time. He does a bit of a Daniel Ricciardo dummy there. Up the inside from Greeny, but it's just not enough to make a move. A little bit closer there from Greeny, so not ideal there for Greeny. To be fair, they're not really using much time to Ash Best, so maybe Greeny should just sit in and just drag Ponish along and just sit in Jamie's DRS maybe, and undercut him when the time comes. A little bit of lag there, no harm done. I said looking from the airs, I think Callum's got the pace, but making overtakes is another story. I think Callum will easily be able to overtake him if Lordy loses DRS to Bugatti, which is very possible because Bugatti's got the pace and Lordy really isn't that quick. So yeah, Callum runs a bit wide there, compromises his line, but activates the overtake again. We've got a bit of battling going on ahead. It's Greeny versus Jamie once again. Jamie and Greeny looking to duel it out, but Greeny's finally got the upper hand, so great news for Greeny LFC. Up to P2 for Greeny, and yeah, fantastic from Greeny LFC. So it's we'll start above with Jamie actually, because he's just 2 turns behind, so I think we'll be seeing a bit more dueling going on. I think Greeny's going to be very pissed off, to be honest. As Jamie goes up the inside and gets up to P2, so great stuff there for Jamie. And let's look for Pornish Town. Pornish Town could be getting Greeny even more hot under the collar. Greeny up the inside, Pornish Town's up the inside of Greeny. Greeny's just been mugged off again. The Greeny's getting mugged off left, right and centre by these faster vehicles. But Callum Anderson looks close. No, not close enough. No, Greeny's race has been a little bit ruined here, I think. So I was just getting a few inquiries on my old Twitter, so I was just replying to them. I was giving me a little bit of a breather, but 18 or 36 were halfway through, and it's Ash Best leading the way, but the top 3 have yet to stop. And the battle for the win looks to be between Bugatti, Callum Anderson and Abiodun, as Lordy has his 15-second time penalty. Oh, more battling going on. Sorry guys, I keep missing these guys. As Ushin's now out of the Grand Prix, would it be a safety car, I wonder? I'll say that, there never is. So let's go on board with Jamie. Jamie's always one to fight back straight away. Should have stayed on board with these guys having a great tussle. Bit of rubbing there, but as Martin Buller says, rubbing is obviously racing. As Callum looks to have made a bit of a mistake there actually. Yeah, so is there going to be... Oh, Jamie! All over the place there. Do I dare go off these drivers? But Greeny's decided to pit a little bit early there, but I think Greeny's has decided to bite the bullet and go for it. So a time penalty for Lordy, which is not ideal. Callum should just use the yards really to catch it back up. No harm done. As Bugatti now picks up a penalty, so penalties playing their part. So let's just quickly check the leaders. So yeah, Bugatti has got a penalty. Lordy's got 18 seconds now. It's Callum Anderson also has a penalty. So maybe Abiodun yet to get a warning. So Abiodun in the pound seat as we've got Lordy MK. Probably could make a move there. And I think we've got more dueling going on. We have got so much battling going on. It's Pornish and Jamie. Fucking hell. It's all kicking off. Jamie and Pornish again. Oh, it could end in tears. It could end in tears, I'm telling you. Jamie maintains position. Pornish up the inside. Watch out, guys. Easy to understeer each other. But a great move there from Pornish up to P2. But these guys will be undercut by Greeny. So, it's no biggie. So, what else is happening? Let's go on board with that up the Lord. Lordy, okay, just saving his earth as they do. Callum similar, Abiodun in the pound seat, as I've said, to get the win. Yeah, Callum, I don't know if he's lost DRS there or he's just dropping back a little bit, but yeah, Callum Anderson making a couple of mistakes and maybe getting a bit hot under the collar. Anything else to watch? Dino up the inside of Greeny. Greeny off the track. So aggressive stuff there from Dino there. That's what you love to see from a driver like Dino. Really aggressive, really hard racing. Really like an old school racer is Dino. So yeah, old school racer Dino is ruining Greeny's race. They're all teammates, I do believe, as well. So yeah, Greeny's going to be really pissed. Oh my goodness me, Dino and Greeny. Oh, what am I watching? What am I seeing on my screen? Disgusting from Dino and Greeny. Oh, disgusting. I don't know what caused all that, but yeah, Dino with an aggressive defence, and look, Greeny's race looks ruined. Very strange racing there, I've got to say. I'm not sure what went on, to be honest. Very weird. Dino, one of the most aggressive racers around, and let's just ride on board with him briefly. Yep, I agree with that, Mark. But I'm not sure why Dino was so annoyed, because he looked very annoyed there with his defence on Greeny. So now on board with Bugatti, who's now catching up to the leaders. Bugatti up the inside of Cornish Town, and it's a crucial move from Bugatti. Up past this guy who's yet to stop. And he's up to P2, so a crucial move and a chance for Bugatti to break the DRS on Lordi MK, Callum and Abiodun. So this is a crucial segment of the Grand Prix. On board with Lordi now. Lordi and Bugatti have to be careful of these cars pitting. Could easily get damage. Oh! As I told you, you got to be careful. And Lordi losing the DRS to Cornish Town if this continues. So let's keep on board with Lordi MK. Can he get the run on Cornish Town? He does indeed. He's got the Ferrari power unit against the Honda power, so the Haas will be looking to make a comfortable move around the outside. Cornish does go defensive though. Let's go on board with Cornish actually. Was he pushing wide? A little bit of contact there. I think Callum should easily get him now. Callum has to use the hot lap. Has to use the airs. Has he got the DRS? No, he hasn't. Disaster for Callum. So yeah, Lordi nearly out of DRS range, so Lordi really has to be careful. Not Lordi. I say Lordi. Callum has to be careful. Obviously, Lordi has to get back in DRS of Alfie. And then if I can see where the soft runners come out. Where are the soft runners related? There's 15 seconds off the lead, so it's going to be very tough for Jamie and Ash Best to really close the gap. And despite Greeny's incident, he's only 3 tenths behind Ash Best. Yeah, and Callum's just not quite consistent enough to really make a move because he makes mistakes in crucial areas. Look at that turn 1. He just really didn't get the entry, which obviously compromises the exit. Oh, Callum. Yeah, Callum just misjudged it completely. So that's Callum done. So now Abiodun looking to make a move on Cornish Town, and he makes the move. So yeah, good move there from Abiodun, but Callum, I don't know what he was doing. Easy podium down the drain. Looks like he just misjudged it, which is a sad shame for the young man from Burnley. So the top 2, as it were, but due to penalties, it will be Abiodun taking the win. So a crucial segment of the race now. Bugatti has to get a move on, but Abiodun is only 1.9 off the lead. Yeah, Mark, I'm just disappointed for him, that's all. Disappointed. So fine for him up to 4th. Very impressive. Grey Bay 5th. AMS 6th. Boomer 7th. Jamie up to 8th on the softs. 9th for Zach West, and Callum Anderson is retired from the session. So disappointment for Callum, who's running so well for so long. But an amateur mistake from him means it'll be no points for him once again. So, as I said, Abiodun closing in, 1.9 off the lead, just 1.4 off DRS from Lordi to Abiodun in the pound seat with no time penalties. I don't know if there's anything worth watching further behind. Maybe a bit of Greeny and FC. No, not close enough to really too tight in the minute, so a chance to take a breather and just enjoy, you know, the Austrian hills. The hills are alive, as everyone always goes on about when these Formula 1 cars are actually in Spielberg. So, yeah. Oh, let's watch these guys. Oh, sorry. So who's battling? Dino and Duo Finn? Let's keep on board with Dino. Let's see what Dino does against Duo Finn. Will there be any fair racing this time? I don't need fair racing because Lordy MK is right behind Bugatti for the lead of the Grand Prix. DRS wide open. He's using the overtake. Lordy wants to win on track. Well, then goes back to number 0. So he could make a move if he wanted to, but it's in both their interests not to battle. And it's good to see Dale in the chat. Hello, Dale. Shame you couldn't make it this evening, but it's been an alright race. Nothing too special. Some good action here and there, but not a classic so far anyway, but there's still a long way to go. So yeah, we've got Alfie leading the way with Lordy just behind, but obviously Lordy's got a penalty from last week. Then we've got Abby Oden yet to pick up a time penalty or even a warning on the last check. So Abby Oden on for the victory. Got too many battles in the midfield. Only Greeny and Ashbest, then Dino and Juho Finn. Yeah, I know, Callum, but I'm not going to say where you're exactly from. Because that's... no one needs to know. Like, I don't live in Leicester. I live in Leicestershire. And yeah, long shifts out. Not great, but need to pay the bills, of course. So, what's happening now? Jamie closing in on Boomer for P7. I've got Dino picking up a time penalty. But not too much going on in terms of on-track battles. It's all settling down. Look at that, Juho Finn with the fastest after the Grand Prix down in P13. It's good to see an experienced name in P13. Juho Finn setting a fastest lap. So well done to Juho. As Callum Anderson. Disappointing. Very, very disappointing for Callum Anderson. So let's just go on board with Lordy. You never know, you might make a move, or it's going to be like a Blizzard sort of race where he just sits behind for the whole thing. Which is possible. Yep, so right on board with Lordy, MK. Into turn 3. Yeah, he doesn't look like he's going to be making a move anytime soon, so maybe we should watch someone else. Dre Bay, DRS wide open. Nope, no move there. Okay, maybe Jamie. Yeah, Jamie's going to make a move. No, third time lucky. Easy up the inside, is it? Ooh. Yeah, easy peasy for Jamie there. Ashbest 9th, Greeny's 10th, Cornish down 11th. Mestas in top, Joe Finn pulling Dino along, then to see. So yeah, quite a chilled out sort of race at the minute. Will we see any action in these final 7 or 8 laps? I wonder. Pattern penalty from Greeny. On board with Lordy. Looks like he's going to make a move. No, he doesn't. Just scaring Alfie there. That's what I'm saying. He's scaring him. Because you know why he's scaring him? Abby Oden's now here. Abby Oden's joined the mix. So Lordy looking to get a move on. Obviously Lordy's time penalty mean it will drop down to around P8, P7. So not great for Lordy, but I think he would have enjoyed himself. He enjoyed his evening's work for a change. A good clean battle and a good clean race. Which is obviously what you want, because that is why we're here ultimately. For good, clean, hard, fair, competitive racing, as Alfie makes a little mistake there running wide, but doesn't lose any time. Actually gains time. And yes, Dale, I do agree. I thought he's looking just to sit in. So let's see the cars come through the final corner for the 29th time. As we come into lap 30 off 36 here in Spielberg. Will Lordy look to make a move on Alfie for the lead of the Grand Prix? I'm sure Lordy will want to win on track. I would. Even if he got a penalty, we'd want a win on track. So, Lordy not looking to make a move, sitting back, so maybe we'll go on board with Dre Bay. What can Dre Bay do? No, Dre Bay not looking to make a move either, so let's go further down. Anyone looking to make a move? Maybe Greeny. No, not close enough. Someone must be. Someone must be. Go on. No, no one. There's no one looking to make a move. So let's start on board with the leaders, why don't we? On lap 30, off 36 here at the Red Bull Ring. Abiodun now within 6/10 of Lordy for P2. The battle for the win will be going to the white. Obviously, penalties will play its part with the top two having time penalties. Abiodun yet to pick up a penalty. Also, Dre Bay firing from him looks to be embroiled in the good battle for P4 as well. So, Abiodun looks to be closing on Lordy, and Lordy will be able to help Abby out a little bit here. Obviously, Lordy's not really in the battle for the win legitimately. He's just battling for pride and probably wants to win on track because he runs wide at turn 1 there, but did not compromise him whatsoever. So, in hot lap for Lordy, not overtake. Lordy looks to make a move on Alfioli down the inside. He does indeed, about time. A move for the lead of the Grand Prix. Lordy leads but messes up the braking zone, which is going to leave him vulnerable to Abiodun in P3. But it doesn't compromise him enough. So back on board with Lordy, who moves the airs down. Lordy down the inside. The lead here in Austria. And he leads in Austria. And Abiodun third. So great stuff there from Lordy MK, using all that experience. He's been under pressure, under criticism from certain members of the community, but you know, good clean racing today, which is what we want to see. As Grey Bay's fourth. I don't know if he was fourth. Maybe I missed that. I don't know, but I'm going to go on board with Abiodun. I don't know if Fro and Grey Bay swap positions. I feel they have, but we missed it because there was a battle for the lead, which is what we want. Good, clean, half-aired racing. So, Pornage down, and Greeny. No, Pornage down, behave. And he does. He just backs out. Good, good. Yep, Dre was behind. So, yep, Frome's made the position. And look at this beautiful helicopter cam. Beautiful. Let's just admire it. Oh, Alfie up the inside. A bit naive. I thought he was going to get damaged there. As we've got yellow flags in sector 1, I think it's Greeny. But I don't care, because we're on board with the lead for the Grand Prix, the lead of the Austrian Grand Prix. So there's no change in position, so yeah, good stuff there. Lordy's winning on track. It's going to be Abiodun winning the race as it stands. So let's go on board with Abiodun. That 32 off 36 is Lordy leading the way. As we've got Ash Best. Ash Best up the inside of Boomer. I'll keep an eye on those top guys. I'll just get them ready. If it gets a bit close, I'll move back over. Yeah, I'm going to move back over because Bugatti is close, but he's been smart. Just sitting in and looking to make it. It's all like this exit. You've got to think about the exit, not the entry. And they're both Abiodun and Bugatti. Didn't think about that. I just thought, let's just break late. And hello to Frizzo, a legend of the site. As, oh, sorry, Bugatti looked to make a move at the inside, but Lordy covered it off. Abiodun right behind as well, but Abiodun with the penalty situation doesn't actually have to make a move, so he can just get the popcorn out and enjoy his evening room. But these two are battling for pride as Lordy lets him through. Abiodun up the inside. But you can't get the move done on Lordy, so what is going on? It's going to end in tears at this rate. A bit of lag there. As, yeah, Alfie now leads Lordy second, Abiodun third, and it's interesting to see that Lordy actually let him through. So will Bugatti be able to escape Abiodun, I wonder? So will Bugatti be able to escape? I wonder. And it looks like Lordy's really backing up deliberately. Yeah, this not what you want to see. Deliberately backing up to try and get Bugatti the win. Very interesting tactics going on, but you know, tactics are part of our sport, and you know, you've got to respect what drivers' tactics they deploy. So up to 11 viewers, which is good to see. So yeah, Lordy helping out Bugatti a treat now, but Abiodun really has to get past Lordy because Lordy obviously deliberately backing up Bugatti. No, not Bugatti. Lordy's backing up Abiodun to help Bugatti. which obviously he's entitled to do. You know, he wants to help his friend out. I mean, people can make their judgments in the chat. You know, would you help a friend in such manner to get them the victory? And it's good to see Swen the Man, the birthday boy, in the chat. So hello to Swen the Man. So the situation as it stands, Bugatti has a 3-second time penalty. Abiodun has no penalties, and it looks like Lordy's actually backing Abiodun up to get Bugatti the victory. So it's up to guys in the chat. You know, is this fair racing? You know, is this what you want to see? Because Abiodun is now 3 seconds off the lead. So yeah, it's going to be Abiodun up the inside of Lordy for P2. Bit of contact there, and it's just handing Bugatti the victory. So, you know, it's not what you... I mean, I don't know if you want to see it. I'd rather see, you know, legitimate racing, but I guess if you've got friends on the grid, you know, you can just really benefit from it. Bugatti and Lordy. I'll have to check the standings, Matthew, because I don't know. I'll check the standings right now for you. Yeah, Lordy and Bugatti are teammates, so yeah, it's fine. It's all in the rules. That's what you want. It's in the rules. It's fine. They are teammates. So yeah. Yeah, they are teammates. But it doesn't matter because Abiodun is only 2.8 off the lead. Yeah, I think if they weren't teammates, then I think there'd be an issue. But as they are, you know, Lordy did the right thing, but I don't think it is the right thing in the end because Abiodun's going to get the position. Because he's only 2.7 off the lead, and Lordy just has to get back through. Lordy has to get back through. If Alfie is going to win this Austrian Grand Prix, and we're on the final lap, I'm going to keep the leader thing up, and Lordy's actually cutting corners to try and make the move. So Lordy will have to send it to get Alfie the win. If Lordy sends it, Alfie's going to win. So yeah, I think Lordy is going to send it. Abiodun goes defensive, and the exit is crucial. Lordy knows if he gets the move on Abiodun, Bugatti is going to take the victory. This could be the perfect team game from Lordy and Alfie. So Bugatti is going to take the win if Abiodun loses significant time in this final sector. And I'm afraid to say Lordy's got ahead, and it's going to be Alfie going to be taking the victory. So the perfect team game. Lordy corner cutting and cheating to get ahead. But it's about the team game, and it's about helping your friend, helping your pal, helping your teammate, and that is what Lordy's done beautifully today. He's played the team game, and he's got Lordy the victory, Alfie the victory, rather. So it's on board with Alfie through the final corner, and he's going to win the Austrian Grand Prix for Toro. So he wins. So a great win for Alfie, and it will be Abiodun second, Drebe will be third, and he'll be flying throne, finishing fourth. Lordy's penalty means he finishes. Where will Lordy finish? We'll have to add 15 seconds onto his time, so whatever that ends up being is where he will finish. But yeah, the perfect team game there. We saw it all happen. Lordy helping, assisting his teammate to the victory ahead of Abiodun, who, to be fair, was a bit timid at times, I thought. So it's Abiodun finishing second. Great. Third, Lordy has a 15-second time penalty to apply to his race time, so he'll be finishing around 7th. So it'll be Boomer, Frome, AMS and Lordy, Ashbest in 8th, Jamie in 9th, and Pornish down in 10th, with Mescas, Giro, Greeny, Sutty, Dino not getting points, and Callum and Machine failing to finish, and we have Dino on the fastest lap, so no one gets the point for the fastest lap. So, an interesting ending, maybe a little bit controversial given the circumstances, but as they were teammates, I certainly have no issue with it. So there we have it, Franz team on the top step. It wasn't Red Bull, but instead it was Toro Rosso scoring a 1-2 finish here in Spielberg, with Alfie Bugatti taking the win ahead of Alfie taking the win ahead of Abiodun. Grey Bay, of course, we had a bit of a quiet race to be fair, but did a grand job indeed. So there we have it, confirmation of the finishing, and Lordy's 15-second time penalty means he will drop. So 7 plus 15 is 22.0. So yeah, Lordy will be 7th in the end. So not too shabby there for Lordy, considering he got his teammate the win, and 7th is for championship points. So there we have it, guys. And I think it'd be a good opportunity to actually speak to the race winner. Abby. Oh, no, that's not. So let's get Bugatti. We'll just get Bugatti in for a quick word about his victory. Yep, so we're just gonna have a... Yeah, alright, we're on the stream. So while we're just waiting for Alfie to join Green, I just wanted to get in the party because we actually caught some of the battle with Dino and some of the defending on show from him. What happened? Like, why was you so angry? Was Dino? You know, you were very aggressive.
He's literally useless, honestly. Takes him out in Russia, gets a penalty for it, and then seemingly takes a vendetta against me for it. What a joke. And then come across Pwnage, and he decides that I'm not there at turn 1 and takes the apex. So, honestly, idiots.
So you're
absolute idiots.
So you're completely blameless in what happened today?
Yeah. Well, I think you saw the Dano crash.
Yeah.
I think you saw he literally just swiped me off.
So yeah, and obviously, you know, the Williams was a difficult car. It took you actually to come through the field, but obviously the incidents and I think maybe Jamie and a few other guys really compromised you.
Honestly, literally every single person thinks I'm going to dive it down the inside at turn 3. Like, honestly, work together. Genuinely, the worst race I've had to take part in. Full of absolute idiots.
Alright, so I'll let you deal with Dino in the chat, but we want to speak to the man of the moment, Alfie. You know, another victory. It's fair to say without Lordy's, you know, assistance, you would not have won.
Yeah, I know. So big shout out to Lordy boy. He had to hold Abby Hogan up quite a lot in those last few laps. But he done it, and I won. So that's all that matters.
Yeah,
doing the double. I don't know if anyone's ever done it before.
I'm sure it's been done, but well, congratulations on that. You know, a big result for you, Alfie, and you know, obviously, you know, for Singapore, you're gonna be back in the Williams, aren't you? So
yes.
And anything else to say about your race, or is it, you know?
It was, you know, a bulk standard win. I'm used to them by now, obviously 2 in 2 days. But my plan played out beautifully, Big C. Last week, retired, just to get the Toros for this week, because I knew I was better around there, and it worked. Yeah. So, I'm coming back in the championship.
Yeah, well, I won't reveal your secrets live on stream when AMS is listening, but regardless, congratulations to Alfie on the win, and obviously Abby and Trey on their podium places. So that's me done for commentary for a while, hopefully. And yeah, Swen the Men and Twanak will be back for the remainder of the season, I hope. So well done, and enjoy your evenings. Thank you all.